Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the concept of Spearman's rank correlation coefficient and its calculation. When do we use this method? When we have collected data which is ordinal in nature. Ordinal data means the data where we have asked to the various respondent the ranks of given items. When we get some data in form of ranks, or we want to rank the collected data, and based on that collected data we want to analyze the relationship between the variables, then we use this Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So let's go through with this method, where we are going to cover the numerical part, that how do we solve the questions related to the rank correlation coefficient calculation. So in this particular method, broadly there are two types of questions. The one questions where we have variables given and the numbers are different altogether from each other. Suppose variable 1, there are all the numbers are different. Variable 2, where all the numbers are different, and we need to calculate the correlation coefficient of Spearman rank. In that case, we apply one formula. The second scenario can be when we have tied data. Tie means when we have same number in a particular variable. Then also we apply another type of formula that we are going to understand how do we solve the questions related to the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Now first one, where the data is altogether different from each other, then how do we calculate this coefficient? Let's go through with this question first. The question number 1, let's read it out. With the help of following given marks in English and math subject, calculate Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So as you can see in the table given, that in the English and mathematics subject there are certain marks are given, means we have two variables where we need to apply the formula of Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So let's solve this question, that what are the various steps to solve this kind of numerical when we have different data set or different numerical figures from each other. As you can see in English we have different numbers: 56, 75, 45, 71, 62, 64, 58, 80, 76, 61. No one is similar, no one is tied. Similarly, in case of mathematics, as you can see 66, 70 and so on, here you can also check that the numbers are different altogether in this particular set of maths marks. In this case, first what we need to do, we need to calculate in this particular manner in as the figures are given in this particular uh, in the tabular form. So as you can see, these are the marks which were given in the question itself, English marks and maths marks. Then the first and foremost step is to rank them. We will rank the marks for English and we will rank the marks given for maths. So higher the value, the best is the rank, is the fundamental concept to apply. Means suppose if out of 100 we have 100 marks, then we can give the rank 1, or we have 80, means after 100 the second highest number is 80, then we will give it second rank. In that manner we rank these values. So as you can see here, 80 is the highest marks in English subject itself. In that case we have given first rank. Then second rank is given to the 76, because this is the second highest marks in the English subject. In that manner, as you can see, the 45 is the lowest marks scored in the English subject. So for that value, we have assigned the last rank to this particular number. As you can see, there are the n is 10, because these are the 10 numbers. In that case, the last rank will be 10. It can be 15 numbers, then the last rank will be 15 if we have different data from each other. Similarly, in case of math subject, as you can see, the highest marks are 77. So we have marked here first rank. Similarly, second rank is given to the 70, because this is the second highest, and we can check the third rank also, that 67 is the third highest. So we have given the third. In that manner, the lowest marks in math subject scored are 40. So we have given the 10th rank to the 40 score in math subject. So easily we have calculated these two ranks for the two subjects given. then we calculate the difference in these ranks. Means we need to calculate the D. D stands for difference, or we can say the deviation in both the ranks. So as you can see, ranks and this difference will remain positive always. We need not to have minus. If they here we are getting in case of 4 minus 7 minus 3 will come, or 9 minus 4 plus 5 will come. Not in that manner we calculate. We will simply mark the difference in the ranks only. We will not consider the sign. So here 9 minus 4 equal 5 we are getting, 3 minus 2 equal 1 we are getting. Similarly, both the ranks are 10, so we have given 0. In that manner we have find out the difference between rank of English subject as well as rank of math subject. So this is the value of D. Next step to calculate the value of D square, means whatever is the value of D we have calculated, we will square them. So 5 into 5, 25, 1 into 1, 1, 0 into 0, 0, 3 into 3, 9. In that manner we have calculated this D square. At the end we need to calculate the sum of or sigma D square. So we will calculate the total of this column, the last column which we have calculated by way of squaring value of D. Let's move further. That how do we solve further this particular question after doing this table formulation? So here the D is difference and D square is the difference squared. So how do then we calculated the D sigma D square, as I said earlier also. So the sigma D square value is 54. Now the formula. In case of when we have different numbers from each other in each subject, in that case we apply this particular formula, that is rank correlation equal 1 minus 6 sigma D square upon n in bracket we have n square minus 1. As I said, n is number of items, number of marks given in the questions. So the number of marks were 10, number of items were 10. So your n will be 10. Sigma D square, which we have already calculated in the table itself in the last column, the sigma D square equal 54. After this value identification, we insert this value in the formula. So 1 minus 6 into 54 upon 10, which is number of items, 10 in bracket we have 10 square minus 1. Simply solve this equation, you will be able to get the value of rank correlation coefficient. So here we can see that what is the coefficient of rank correlation, Spearman rank correlation, that is 0.67. So here rank correlation is also denoted by small r and s, means Spearman rank correlation coefficient is 0.67. So here I have also written down the interpretation part, that it indicates a strong positive relationship between the ranks individual obtained in the math and English exam. That is, the higher you ranked in math, the higher you ranked in English also, and vice versa. Means if you are getting highest in the math subject, then definitely there are more probability as per the coefficient we are deriving by solving this rank correlation coefficient, that if you are getting more marks in math, then surely you are going to get the higher mark in English. That is the interpretation of this particular method. Now we move to the second questions. As I said, the two scenarios are there when we have different numbers, or the second scenario when we have some number which are similar to each other. Some of them may be similar, maybe 2 times they are occurring in a particular set of data, or maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times they are occurring in a set of data. So let's go through with the second question. Calculate rank correlation coefficient from the following data. So the data set is given. Let's see what is there. In X we have, or the first column is expenditure on advertisement, second is profit. So expenditure is 10, 15, 14, 25, 14. As you can see, again 14 is given, then again 3 times 14 is highlighted in the expenditure on advertisement column. So here these are the similar numbers. Similarly in profit, let's check if there are some similarities. 6, 25, 12, 18, 25. So again 25 is occurring 2 times here, and 40, 10 and 7. तो अगर हम बात करते हैं कि एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन एडवर्टाइजमेंट में हम देख सकते हैं कि जो 25 नंबर है वो 3 बार आया है, सॉरी 14 नंबर जो है वो 3 बार आया है, जबकि प्रॉफिट में 25 2 बार ये प्रेजेंट है. Then how do we solve this question? We have to use some different formula, some addition into the previous formula, so that we can calculate conveniently the value of or the coefficient of rank correlation. So again in the same manner we will first and foremost is to rank the various values given with the variable. तो यहाँ हम क्या करते हैं कि हमने जो x है वो डिनोट कर दिया है एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट को, जबकि हमने जो टेबल में प्रॉफिट दिया हुआ था इसको हमने y से डिनोट कर दिया है. तो ये हमने ये जो वैल्यूज हमारे क्वेश्चंस में दी हुई है वही हमने सेम टू सेम यहाँ इंसर्ट कर दिए हैं, x वैल्यू एंड y वैल्यू which are given in the question. Now how do we rank them? As you can see, for first one, which is the highest one, no redundancy, the number is only one time is occurring, so we give one rank. Then we have second rank, 3 rank, 4 rank. Now after 4 we can check that the number 14 stands on 5th rank. So the rank 5, because it is occurring 3 times, so the ranks are 5, 6 and 7. What we do? We do the average of these 3 ranks. Please note that is a very important aspect to solve this question कि जब भी हमारे पास वेरिएबल जितनी बार आएगा हम उसका एवरेज कैलकुलेट करेंगे. सपोज कि अगर यहाँ पर 4 रैंक के बाद हम देख सकते हैं कि 5वें नंबर पर जब 14 आ रहा है, अगर ये 2 बार होता तो हमने 14 को 4 और 5 रैंक दी होती, हमने इसका एवरेज निकाला होता तो क्या हो जाता 9/2 4.5. 4.5 will be the rank for 14. Similarly here the number is occurring 3 times. तो 14 को अगर हम रैंक देंगे तो क्या देंगे 5, 6 and 7. If we calculate the average 5 plus 6 plus 7 it is 18. 18 divided by 3 because 3 are the numbers, 3 times it is occurring, so the value will be 6. So we will write 3 times 6. 14 के सामने हमने यहाँ 6 लिखा हुआ है. सिमिलरली हमने दूसरे 14 के आगे भी 6 हमने मार्क कर दिया और हमने तीसरे वाले 14 के आगे भी 6 मार्क कर दिया. In that manner we give rank in case of similar data given in a particular set. I hope it is pretty much clear. Now let's move to the y variable, which is profit, where we have seen that the 25 number is occurring for 2 times. So here we can see that the 40 is the highest value, so we have ranked it 1 because it is occurring only 1 time. Now the second value is 25, so the rank will be it is 2 and 3. तो हम इसको 2 रैंक देंगे और 3 रैंक देंगे. इसका हम क्या करेंगे, हमें इसका एवरेज कैलकुलेट करना है. 2 plus 3 upon 2, the value will be 2.5. so we have denoted this rank by 2.5. हम दोनों 25 के आगे 2.5 रैंक मेंशन कर देंगे क्योंकि 2 और 3 रैंक ऑक्यूपाई हो गई हैं, तो जो अगले नंबर को रैंक जाएगी वो क्या जाएगी, इट विल बी 4. इसी तरह से यहाँ पर जब हमने 5, 6 और 7 रैंक ले ली थी x वाले वेरिएबल में, तो जो नेक्स्ट रैंक जाएगी वो क्या होगी 8. तो जैसे हम देख सकते हैं कि आपको यहाँ ना 5 नंबर दिखाई देगा x वेरिएबल में, ना 7 नंबर दिखाई देगा, क्योंकि हमने इसको कंसीडर किया है 14 के लिए. हम नेक्स्ट रैंक देते हैं. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर 2 और 3 रैंक आ रहे हैं, तो 2 और 3 रैंक किसी को भी नहीं दी जाएगी. इसका जो एवरेज है वो 2.5 है, वही 25 के आगे मेंशन होगा 2 टाइम्स, दोनों 25 के आगे, और उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट रैंक आएगी वो 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In that manner we rank the other values in the data set. After this the method is same to calculate the value of d square. What do? We do rx, rank of x, minus rank of y. So what we did, that we have again doing the subtraction. 8 minus 8 0, 4 minus 2.5 1.5, 6 minus 5 1. In that manner we have calculated the value of d and square, because sign is not more important here because we need the important values d square. So उस केस में हमने यहाँ पर d जो वैल्यू हमारे पास आती है हम उसका as it is स्क्वायर कर देते हैं. 1.5 into 1.5 2.25, 1 into 1 1. In that manner we have calculated the value of d square. We do the summation, then we get the value sigma d square equal 83.50. इसका टोटल करके आपकी जो वैल्यू आएगी वो क्या आएगी, it is 83.50. Then we apply this formula. You can note it down also that when we have similar numbers, तो जितनी बार भी सिमिलर नंबर हमारे डेटा सेट में आएंगे, हो सकता है किसी डेटा सेट में हमारे पास 4 बार सिमिलर नंबर आया हो, अलग अलग नंबर. जैसे एक सपोज हमें डेटा सेट मान लेते हैं 10 नंबर का, जिसमें 2 बार आया, 4 2 बार आया, 5 3 बार आया. इस केस में आपके जो m स्क्वायर माइनस 1 है वो वैल्यू आपकी 3 बार आएगी. गॉट इट? एंड अगर जैसा हमने देखा कि अपने इस क्वेश्चन में जो हम अभी सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, इसमें जो वैल्यूज हैं वो 2 बार आई हैं, यानी आपका जो 14 नंबर था एक्स सेट में, हम टेबल को देख सकते हैं, जिसमें 14 नंबर था वो 3 बार आया था, एक यानी हम कह सकते हैं कि एक 14 नंबर रिपीट हुआ है और दूसरा वाई सेट में 25 नंबर रिपीट हुआ है जो 2 बार आया था। तो हम यहाँ पर 2 वैल्यू m स्क्वायर माइनस 1 की यहाँ पर लेंगे। आई होप इट इज क्वाइट मच वेरी मच क्लियर। तो हियर rank 6 is represented 3 times in rank of x and rank 2.5 is repeated twice in rank of y. So the correction factor is this. तो यहाँ जो हम m स्क्वायर माइनस 1 को लेते हैं वो m होता है कि वो नंबर कितनी बार रिपीट हुआ। 25 3 बार रिपीट हुआ तो हमने यहाँ पर वैल्यू m की जगह 3 हमने इंसर्ट कर दी। जैसे कि 14 नंबर 3 बार रिपीट हुआ था एंड 25 नंबर जो है वो 2 बार रिपीट हुआ तो हमने यहाँ वैल्यू 2 रख दी। सपोज कोई तीसरा नंबर और होता जो 4 बार रिपीट हुआ है तो हम क्या करते, हम यहाँ पर m की जगह 4 लिखकर इसमें और प्लस कर देते, यानी आपकी इक्वेशन क्या बनती 4 इन ब्रैकेट 4 स्क्वायर 4 का स्क्वायर माइनस 1 अपॉन 12। इन दैट मैनर वी कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू। यहाँ जो 12 है वो 12 ही रहेगा, इट इज फिक्स्ड, ये आपका कोई नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स नहीं है, it is 12 in the formula itself which we got after the derivation part. Now after applying these value in the formula तो हम रैंक कोरिलेशन को इजीली कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। 1 minus 6 in bracket we have sigma d square as we have calculated in the table itself, d square equal 83.50, we have inserted the same value plus जो आपका नंबर था 14 जो आपका 3 बार आया था तो हमने यहाँ 3 स्क्वायर माइनस 1 अपॉन 12 प्लस जो 25 नंबर था वो 2 बार आया था इसलिए 2 स्क्वायर माइनस 1 अपॉन 12 इन अपॉन वी हैव n स्क्वायर माइनस 1। यहाँ जो आपके नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स हैं वो 8 हैं, एज यू कैन काउंट देम, दीज आर 8 numbers, so the n value will be 8, in bracket we have 8 square minus 1। if we solve this equation we get the value of Spearman rank correlation that is in negative. So it is the value of Spearman rank correlation coefficient here is 0.024. So this is the answer of this particular question. Here we can interpret it in this manner that there is a negative association between expenditure on advertisement and profit. So this is the interpretation you can give at the end of the questions whenever the question comes in your examination. So I hope the concept of correlation, Spearman rank correlation coefficient is pretty much clear. If any doubt, you can comment on it. You can ask your queries. It will be resolved as soon as possible. Thank you.